Hey everybody, it's Tanya at Hummingbird Paintery. Tonight's Wednesday night at 6:45 p.m. Central, and this is my segment of Craft Round the Clock. So if you are not a part of Craft Round the Clock, then please go on that page now and follow so they can so you'll be able to see other creators. There'll be somebody after me all the way up till like 10 o'clock tonight. So please join if you haven't. If you're on my page, I appreciate you being here. Hope you'll enjoy my page and you'll follow and come back to see me. Hey, Miss Terry, thank you for being here. If you don't see the live button up in the top here, then please hashtag replay and let me know where you're from so I can thank you for being here. Hey, Miss Linda, Miss Pat, how are y'all doing? Boy, ever since I got my glasses, I have to keep pushing them up to be able to see right. It's like the Invisalign there is not as good. Hey, Miss June, how are you doing? Thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you for the hearts and everything. Hey, Miss Tracy, thank you for having me. I appreciate you being on. So tonight we're going to make two little bunny rabbits out of the wood slices that you can get at the Dollar Tree. You can also get them, I think, at Hobby Lobby and on Amazon. I've gotten some from both places. Hey, Miss Connie and Miss Paula, thank you for being here. So I plugged the hole right there because I'm going to be putting this as a bunny face. So it may not cover it up. Hey, Pollyanna, thank you for coming on. And Michelle, it's okay, you're not late. I just got here. So I've got to make sure where the bottom is. I did drill a hole in the bottom of this. And there's also a hole in the middle of both of these that are for the bottom. We're going to have two of these and two of these, okay? Hey, Miss Texas Breeze Creations, how are you, girl? Hey, Miss Peggy and Miss Holly, thank you for being here. And Miss Robin. So what I'm going to do first, hey, Miss Barbara Moore, I've got some white paint, some beige paint, and some black paint. And I'm going to paint my bunnies white. So instead of having them just the regular wood color, that's what I'm going to do. It's so good to see you. Thank you for being here. Hey, Miss Vicky. So I'm just going to take my white paint and I'm going to paint over both of these. We're going to have a smaller one that this is going to sit on, and I've got a piece of stuff somewhere. Here's one of them. What did I do? There it is. It's sitting on top of it. Hey there, the Vintage Pebble. That's Miss Stephanie. So I've got a little piece of a skewer that I cut, okay? So I'm going to have it, I'm using it as a dowel because I needed it thin because this is fairly thin, and whenever I drilled the hole in between, I needed it to be thin. Hey, Miss Sherry, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. So I'm going to go all the way to the edge right here and just keep doing this. You don't have to paint these. You can paint them any color you want to, but I'm just going to do white. And I really wanted to do the Waverly plaster, and I didn't do that. I got white paint out. So I wanted to do, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do Waverly instead. Hey, Miss Tina. Good to see you. Thank you. Hey, Karen. I think I'm going to do this plaster instead, which is not very much off from the white anyway. But I've got some material that's kind of cream color, so this may look better instead of white for the bunny rabbit. So we're going to do it plaster by Waverly. Hey, Michelle, thank you for coming on here. Got a lot of Michelles and a lot of Pats. So I'm doing it right to the edge there. And I'm going to be putting some flowers on the head and some wire for the ears. And I got my wire, I believe, at the Shabby Tree because she sells rusty wire. I probably should be making my own wire, right? Hey, Miss Jean, thank you for being here. All right. So I've got this. Get all the way to the edge. So this is the Waverly plaster. And then I'm going to do the same thing for the bottom and for the other one because we're doing two of them. It's gonna be cute. I hope so. We're gonna see. Thank you for saying that. All right. I saw some inspiration on Pinterest. So hopefully this will turn out just as cute. Hey, Miss Bonnie. It's good to see you. All right. So I've done that, and this will be the bottom portion of the bunny rabbit. I'm doing the same thing right here with these two and just painting this part. This isn't the fun part. But I thought we have 45 minutes, so I better paint them on the live instead of having them ready. So I'll have to keep an eye on the time so I don't go over my time, because we got other people coming behind me. All right, so there's that one, and then we've just got one more. Hey, Miss Tina Taylor, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. So I'm covering up where the hole is. Now, I will have to figure out what the bottom is and the top, and I may have to drill. I don't think I drilled the holes, but I'm going to try to just push in with the wire instead of drilling a hole, because it's very thin and it was really difficult to do the bottom one. So I'm kind of afraid that it may or may not work, so hopefully it'll work if I just push it. But I do have my drill behind me if I need to do that. Okay, so now I've got them all painted, the Waverly plaster. I'm gonna get this out of the way. Hey, Deborah Fagan, thank you for being here. All right, so the first thing that I wanted to do was use a little bit of brown and just go around the edges just of the big one. You think it's gonna work? I hope so. Have you done this before, Stephanie? Trying to use the wire? Or you just have faith? Was it warm in Memphis today? It was like 60s, I think. Wasn't that warm. I'm just going to go around the edges. I'm going to get some water so it'll be easier to go around the edge. Because we just want to give it some character, so we're just going to give it a little bit of character this way. I'm only going to do the top part, not the bottom. All right, so there's that. And even though it has some brown on the edges, I just want it to be more soft on the edge. Hey, Miss Dawnstone, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. So I'm going to keep going around here. And finish that out. Let me see this. All right, so they're more soft on the edges instead of just the side. Haven't made a bunny with the rounds though. Okay. Hey, Miss Cindy. All right, so let me see here. I want to put this so I know which one's the bottom and which one's the top. So it's just like this, and then this one's going to go in this way. I just got to find out. I had to really be careful drilling. Okay, really? There it is. Must have had my finger on it. Hey, Judith Turner. All right, so I've got my bottom there, and that's what's going to go in the holes for the bottom part. Hey, Miss Nancy Bell. How are you doing? Hey, Kelly. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is take my little bitty brush, and we're going to get some black, and I'm going to make a bunny face. So one of these is going to be kind of, let me do the noses first, because I'm going to use pink or red. I'm going to use a little bit of red because I always use red instead of pink to make my pink. So I take some white and a little bit of red together because I like that shade instead of using a pink paint. So this is the bunny rabbit. So we're just going to kind of do an upside down triangle and do the nose first, but see how it turns into pink if you do the right shade. And then I'm going to take a little bit more and do the other side. So we got to make sure that's the bottom, because I'm known for messing up. So I want to make sure that I have the right side going. And then I just get a little bit of red in it to kind of bring it out. This one's got too little bit of red in it. So I'm putting a little bit more just so I can give it a little bit of depth for the nose. So I just want a little bit of red on the top part and just kind of go down a little bit. Not all the way. There we go. So now they're just a little bit brighter, okay? Just made these bunnies from branches in the yard. Oh, really? You'll have to post them on Hummingbird Crafters, girl. You know how I am. All right, I got a piece of fuzz on the end. So you want to roll this, a very pointy brush, inside the black paint that you have here. And we're going to do this. And then we're going to do this. All right, so this is going to be one bunny rabbit. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. And then we're going to do the other side like a normal eye. Now I'm just going to go make an arch. And then we're just going to do this a little bit. I'm going to do it very gently. I'm trying to do it very thin right there. We're going to put a color in there. Hey, Miss Nancy and Miss Janet, how are y'all doing? Hey, Cindy Forkle, thank you for being here. Now I'm going to we're going to do eyelashes. Just like this. I didn't have enough paint on there. And you want it to look kind of like that, okay? And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And do this one over here, the same thing. I'm right-handed, so I'm just going to flip my bunny rabbit over. And it's going to look like that. Then we're going to make some eyebrows. I'm going to do that first. And the same thing over here. They don't have to be exactly the same. I put a little bit of water on here because I just wanted it to be a little bit better. So we're getting there. Now I'm going to use blue because that's what I usually use. That's green. Gosh, where's my blue? Here's my blue. Alright, so I'm going to just take this lid off because I know that it's stopped up. And just use a little tiny bit. Hey, Happy Trails, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. Hey, Miss Kim. Alright, now I'm going to go in between here. And this is going to be the color of the eye. I'm trying to get it pretty close. You don't want it to be very thick with the black. So see how I kind of thinned it up a little bit right there, because you don't want to show too much. And then I'm going to paint the eye right here black on this side. Just like this. And you won't even see the line because all of this is black. Just like this. Just like that. Now I'm going to use some white and we're going to go on the outside. Hey, Miss Brenda. It's good to see you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the hearts, everybody. I appreciate that. Now I'm going to take my brush here, and this should be dry on the left-hand side. I almost stuck it in the black on accident, but we're going to go all the way up to this corner here. And then we're just going to go down to here. And we're going to stop. So there's the white of the eye, okay? So he is looking over to the left. Hey, Miss Rita. I got all kind of stuff. What is all this? All in the way. Now I'm going to take my black again. We're going to roll it around in there to make it real nice and pointy. Hey, Miss Sharon. And we're going to do, let me do this again. All right, we're going to do a line right here from the nose. And I'm just going to make it go around like this. I'm very gently touching, y'all. Just like this. Okay? You wrote the wrong thing. It's okay. I think I missed it, Miss Connie. All right, so we're going to do another line. And I'm just taking it very lightly to the right and to the left. Try not to do too thick of a line, okay? And we're going to make some teeth, at least for one of them. Just right in here. And I'm going to paint those white. Okay. We're also going to make some little freckles, which are where the whiskers are going to go. And I'm going to do those brown, because I don't want them to be too bright. And we're just going to dab them in here like this, like that. We're going to do both of them. All right. So here's some little freckles, so to speak, where the little whiskers are going to go. So I'm just putting a few. And we're going to do the other side the same way. So there's that. And it'll all come together once I do it. Blessings on your day too. Oh, hey Deanne. All right, so I'm going to get a little bit, let's see what I'm going to do. Do a little bit of black again. Now the thing with this, it's kind of hard to tell. You've got to have a little bit of water and a little bit of paint, because you don't want to do too much. So I'm going to take this and I'm just going to kind of go out. And you just want to do a little swipe, okay? Hey, Miss Tina. All right, so I'm going to put a little bit more paint, and I'm going to get some water and put on it. You got to have a fine line. That one wasn't that good. Now this one's more like it. Let me see here. We're going to fix this one. Man, these whiskers. And I'm going to do one more smaller one. All right, so this is half of it, okay? You have to very gently use a little bit of water and paint and just roll it around and then do your whiskers, but you very gently just touch lightly. And sometimes it gets dry. You don't want it to get dry. Okay, so we're getting there. You just got to do it so gently, but you don't want it to be too much water. All right, so there's those whiskers. They are the hardest. I have to really watch what I'm doing, because you'll get water too much on it and it'll be a little water stain. So I'm going to do this one. So there's that side, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And if you've got enough paint and water on there, you can do several of them. All right, so then there's those. And I'm going to put a few little lashes on this side. So it'll look even, okay? Hey Annette, thank you for coming on here. Now I'm going to take a little bit of black and go over the nose just a little bit, very gently, just like that, so you can see the nose a little bit better. Hey Diana. And this one I'm not doing it so well. Let's see. There we go. All right, so I just put a little bit on top, okay? And then we're gonna get some white for the eye that's open. And we're gonna put a dot right there and a little dot down here, okay? Just like that. And then we're gonna put a little bit of white over the nose. The same thing on this side. And I was going to take some white and go up underneath here, but I don't know if you'll be able to see it because it's cream color. Let me try. I'm going to try. Alright, so it has a little bit, but you probably can't see it too much. Don't forget the chicken in the basket, the one on the shelf. Pack it for Texas. You'll have to remind me. All right. So, got those done. Now, I've got 4 pieces of this wire right here, okay? And I'm going to just kind of bend them like ears. And I'm going to twist them at the bottom, okay? And I might have to do that with one of these little boogers, because it's really harder than it looks. And I'm going to try to get them as tight as I can at the bottom and kind of bend that. All right, now I'm going to try this. We're going to see if this will go in. Stephanie said I could do it. So we're going to see if I can do it. So what I'm going to do is just kind of twist it. Without drilling a hole. And she's right, you can do it. Yay, Stephanie. But you gotta be firm and just keep twisting. It just needs a little bit. All right, and then once you get it in there, you can bend it out. Okay, these are kind of bigger than I wanted. These are big. So I'm gonna pull it out and I'm gonna try to make it smaller because this is really too big. They're like big old ears. So let me see. Let me try to do it a little bit down here and take part of it off. Oh, that's funny. Hey, Miss Bonnie, thank you for being here. Now I'm going to pinch that off. I say I am. Come on. Got part of it in my black paint. You love the big ears? I don't know. I thought it was way too big, though. All right. All right, let me see. All right, I'm going to twist a little bit more. All right. It's kind of cute that way. All right, let me try another one. About right up in here. And let me cut this off. I might use those for something else. You never know. There we go. So take your little one and pinch the end because you want them to be together and not outward, because then they'll make a bigger hole. So let me see. We're going to put it about right here, I think. And let me just twist And part of this may come off. It looks like it will. You just got to have the patience, which I don't, to wait until it gets in there good. All right. Yeah, this is more like it. Okay. So now we've got one bunny rabbit with 2 ears. Can you see? I don't think you can see on me. There we go. Now I was going to put some lace behind it. They're like Dumbo ears. I know they're a little bit, but I'm going to put some flowers in front of it so it won't look so bad. So give me a minute. I still have 20 minutes. We're going to put some lace back there. Let me try to get the other one. I'm trying not to do it too much. Let's see. They're still big though, aren't they? Let me try to do one even smaller. Let me try. These are going to be some funky ears. All right, let me take this big long piece because I could use it for something else. All right. So then we'll twist, and these are a little bit smaller. Use a paper plate in the back. For what? Paper plate in the back. All right, let me try this again because this isn't big. This is too big still. All right, cut this off. Gosh. Hey, Christine. Hey, Miss Robin. To show the ears. Oh, I'm going to put lace behind it. I'm going to put lace. All right, so let me try to twist this on there. And some of these are a little bit softer than others. Some of them are a little hard. So this is just going to take a second to get this in here. And I'm trying to twist it the same way. You don't want it to go, see, that's wanting to come apart there. But once you get to the wood part, it's okay. I say it is. Goodness. There it goes. All right, this one's a little bit better because it's smaller. All right, and then I'm going to do it about right in there. This one will be a little bit closer together. He's got one ear above the other one. Golly, let me take part of this off. I want them to be equal. Why does this... I'm going to be finding little metal pieces everywhere. All right, let's try this again. And you can use a little bit of hot glue if you want them, but I think it'll be okay. It probably will not need it, although it might. All right. Now you can keep them just the metal, and she's right. Here, look. That's what you meant. Show it. Okay, there it is. And this one is a little bit bigger. Big old ears. It looks so funny. Okay, so we're going to take this and look. It goes in there. All right, so you've got your little neck here, so to speak. And let me put this one in here. All right. All right, so we're going to have to put a little bit of glue on this one. So I'm just going to take this and just put it around the little wood piece and then sticking it in, and it won't move around or anything. I say it won't. Act right. You're supposed to do nice for me while I'm on live. Now this one is a little bit tighter, so it's pretty good. So I'm going to just put some glue anyway, and we're going to put it right back in here. All right. Man, hold on. Got glue everywhere. Because what I wanted to do, we're going to put some on the bottom too. There. It did just perfect a while ago, and now it doesn't want to do perfect. I done messed it up. All right. So I'm just going to take this off here. Got a little piece. And I'm going to take the bottom of this off because it's too long, so it'll sit right there. So we've got this and we've got this, okay? Let me put a plate behind it so you'll be able to see. Now I've still got 15 minutes, so we're going to put some fabric behind there, and I've got this. That's the reason I wanted to do this part. So I've got some fabric that I got at an estate sale. How long do you have? I have less than 15 minutes left. So I'm just going to look at this. And we're just going to take, this is probably a tablecloth. I'm not even sure. Let me get to the corner. I'm just going to cut part of this. I know y'all are going to cringe. And I'm sorry. But I like to use it for crafting instead of a tablecloth. I do have some that I use as a tablecloth. And I've got some flowers that I got from Temu. So I'm going to use those as well on the bottom. So let me just see here. We're going to take the edge off of this because it's too thick. And I might use it for something else. Who knows? So I'm just going to go along the line here. Because you never know when you need something like this, a thicker material. So always keep these things. Hey, Miss Vicky, thank you for being here. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to do it on the front. And we're just going to go over the edge here just slightly. So I'm going to first just take this and we're going to cut out part of this. And I'm going to go I should have done it before putting the ear in, but it's okay. We're just going to go right around the ear. Just a little bit. And the same thing on this side if I don't cut myself. And I'm just going to do it like this. Alright, so it looks like this, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and cut out a couple more. You cut and tear them too, for sure. I mean, otherwise, you know, it would be wasted if it were sitting in somebody's closet. I look at it like that, so I really am not upset by it at all. Alright, so I'm just kind of doing this because they're both basically the same. And then we're going to take it and just wrap it around the wire. So I'm going to take this and just start from the top here because it's just easier. I didn't think this through too much. So I'm just going to take it and wrap it slightly around. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side until we get all the way to the bottom. I'm just doing a little bit at a time. And I don't know if this will look good or not. We're going to see, aren't we? Because I like lace. So we're just gonna see. And then I'm gonna flip this up and we're gonna do it underneath. I may leave the other one normal because it's smaller. Just like this, and I'm leaving this on the bottom too. Just like that, okay? So that's one of them. It would have probably been better with a different kind of material, but this is what we have. And I'm just covering this up because these are the big ears, so I want to make sure that it looks a little bit better. The other one looks kind of cute, just the metal. So I'm just going to fold this over. Ow! It's hot. So be careful. I'm known for burning myself and for cutting my fingers practically off with the saw. I do so many things. All right, we've almost got this done. How much time do I have? It is 21, so I've got 9 minutes. All right. Then I'm gonna finish this part. Ooh, there it goes. Little drip. Okay, we got a little bit at the bottom, and then we're gonna leave the other one just metal. So wrap this around here. Let me cut this little part right here off. Okay, and now we're gonna put some flowers. Lordy, lordy. Okay, so I've got these, and I like the purples and the kind of pinky color. So I'm just gonna take these and put them right here. I really need to cut off part of this, but I haven't done that. We're just gonna mix them up a little bit, and I'm gonna cut part of this off. I don't like it because it's got too much of a little stem. That's how they come. I don't know if y'all bought these from Temu or not. They're really cute though. Don't want to use my fabric scissors. That'd be a no-no, according to my mother. Hey, Miss Cheryl. And then I want to put a white or two on there, like this. Get that away from me so I don't accidentally cut with my fabric scissors. But I want to make sure they're a little bit flatter. So I'm going to put them right here in the front and put one little pink one in the middle. Just like this. All right. So here's one. And this one right here, I like the way this is, but I want to put some flowers, and I've got blue and orange as well. You can do whatever colors you want. I still have 5 or 6 minutes. So I just want to change it up a little bit. I've got blues and greens and an orange. And put a little bit of white, but these come in a mixed pack for cheap. Let me put some. So y'all need to order these. I may have to order more, because I like a bunch of stuff. I like to have it when I need it. Let me put the white in the middle. Put a green right there. And an orange right here. They didn't give you a whole lot of oranges. There's more pinks and purple than anything. Let me get a white. And maybe another orange. Those aren't typical colors for Easter, but that's okay. Let me see where I need one. I need one right here. And then let me put one other color. What do I want? A green, I guess, on this side. Okay, let me do one on this side, the green, and then I'll show him to you. All right, so let me put the plate behind there so y'all can see better. There we go. Isn't it cute? And then here is the one with the lace on it, and she's got big old ears. Now we need a little bit of rouge to go on their cheeks, but I had to let them dry for a minute before I did that. Let me find it. So I always use my LA colors from the Dollar Tree. All of my characters have a little bit of blush on their cheeks. And I also put it on their chin and their up above their nose a little bit. I just think it, especially bunny rabbits, they make it, there we go, because it makes them look like they're blushing. Hey, Miss Ruth, thank you for being here. All right, so let me get them on both sides of this one. And you just kind of roll it around with your finger. I don't really do very much as far as using paint, because this is just so much easier. All right. So now they look better. The only thing I didn't do was the white for the teeth on this one. I didn't put a teeth on the other one. I like this just with a little bit, little teeth on this little dude. I'm just gonna paint this since I got a little bit of time with the white. It kind of doesn't show very well. It looks basically the same. All right, so now he's got white teeth. So there we go. Thank you, Miss Lynn. Thank you, Miss Pat. Thank y'all. Thank you so much for the hearts. I appreciate everybody for being here tonight. In 2 minutes, the next person comes up. I'm not sure who's on there after me. If somebody will, they can put it on there to tell. Hey, Miss Gloria. So let me put this here so y'all can see this. But these are 2 little bunny rabbits out of wood slices. Some flowers and some wire right there. And you don't have to put the lace on here. You can leave it, but I just thought it would look cute. Have to see the beginning. Hey, Miss Linda, thank you for being here. So I hope y'all enjoyed this tonight. And thank you for being on Craft Around the Clock with everybody. I hope you're seeing all of the people that are presenting today. And y'all have a good evening. They will be on in 1 minute. So go to see the next person on Craft Around the Clock. You can see the next person come up. It's good to see you, Miss Linda. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the hearts, everybody. And y'all have a good evening. Thank you so much for being here.